welcome to Mount Blade Warband. We're going to be playing the World of Ice and Fire mod. And I'm going to start a new game. We're going to be playing a character. I have not decided yet. Prepare for yourself to venture forth into a world of deceit and treachery. Here's the prelude. Game of Thrones presents A World of Ice and Fire. If you wish to survive in this world, I recommend that you listen carefully. Westeros, dark tides has befell this once fine land, pushing this continent once again into turmoil, filled with the rotting smell of death, whilst rivers flow red with the blood of fallen foes and tortured victims. To the north of this vast continent is King Robb Stark, Lord of the Winterfell and head of House Stark. Called by his bannermen, he is now ruling and declared king in the north. At war with the Lannisters and King Joffrey, he seeks out King's Landing to the south. Although the Lannisters are ruled by Lord Tywin Lannister, King's Landing is ruled by King Joffrey. Currently the King of Second Kingdom is King of the Andals, Roynar, the First Man, and Protector of the Realm. Stuff. In order to bolster their influence and forces, the Lannisters proposed an alliance between Prince Doran Numeros Martell of Dorne, head of House Martell. They accepted Lord Tywin's offer of a marriage between Marcella Baratheon and what's his name? Interesting. Lord Robin is head of the Vale, but at the moment they're neutral. I'm just gonna paraphrase this. I don't know what that is. Heading south, Lord Mace Tyrell, Warden of the South, High Up Marshal of the Reach, and Lord of Highgarden has decided to back King Renly to sit on the Iron Throne. This game is set just after Robert Baratheon's death, so it's really early on. King of Salt, so Balon Greyjoy is back, is King Stannis, first of his name, King of the Narrow Sea, Lord of Dragonstone, Lord Paramount of the Stormlands, and King of Westeros is ruling in the east. King Stannis recently sent out ravens up to the realm, claiming Joffrey Baratheon is not the rightful heir of Robert, but is a bastard between Cersei and Jaime. Narrow Sea, to Essos, a continent plagued by nomadic warriors, the Dothraki hordes, known as the Khalasars. Game of Thrones is a TV series based on the books written by, this is just background to Game of Thrones, and I'm going to skip. Okay, so we're gonna have them named after the TV series, because more people are likely to know them. We're gonna be playing a male from probably the Stormlands, and I'm gonna be a tall person. My father was a drinker, no. Father was a Lord's Retainer, and I became an apprentice. Blacksmith apprentice. And then I eventually became a retainer in my later life. My fate was I want money and power. My religion is going to be the Faith of the Seven, and I'm going to be a warrior. I'm going to read through my character story. You are from the Stormlands, and you are tall and strong. My father was a local Lord's Retainer, and proved his battle prowess on many occasions. He was always highly regarded by his lord, who praised his deeds at every feast. As a child, you apprenticed with the local blacksmith to learn the trade. It was hard and dangerous at first, but after years of hard work and study under your new master, you learned a lot about different weapons and tools that usually only the richer people could afford. Strike after strike on the heated metal you made your arms proverbially strong as iron. You were able to test weapons you made, and your master showed you how to properly wield swords, axes, and spears of all shapes and sizes. Not only were you helping make expensive products, but you also sold them for as high a price as you could manage. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the world seemed to change around you. Your skills were duly noticed by your local lord, who hired you to form a part of his retinue. You learned the power systems and the struggles of Westerosi folk who lay claim to the land, and how best to achieve such a living for yourself. Your lord saw to it that you were trained under the most effective formations, and how to best keep rabble under order, as much for his own sake as for yours. Weapon sparring was done almost on a daily basis, and you felt you could say that you felt as one with a plethora of different weapons, one-handed, two-handed, and polearm weapons. When raids were successful, there was plenty of loot to be divided amongst the warriors. You witnessed firsthand the brutal and often deceptive ways in which power was won, also by listening to the songs and poems sung in the warm halls. Old heroes like Azor Ahai and the Last Hero were all but a heroic cry from a distant past, and the time was ripe for a new hero to emerge. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. To everyone else, it's clear that you're now motivated solely by personal gain. You want to be rich, powerful, respected, and feared. You want to be the one whom others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything, and you won't let anyone stop you from having it. You believe in one god who has 7 faces, often referred to as the seven-faced god. This religion was brought to Westeros through the invasion of the Andals. You are strong, fearsome, being able to rip huge roars in battle, scaring anyone who dares approach you. We're going to be playing realistic. Now, I'd like to get these two up a bit. I think I'm going to put the other points into charisma. Now, Iron Flesh and Power Strike are going to be my main things. Weapon Master, Shield, Athletics. I'm going to put a couple points into riding, looting, foraging, point into foraging. Get that up to 80. We're going to be playing as Con. Okay, I typically have a generic-ish looking character. Dark hair. At the moment, probably a bit more gruff beard than anything. Full beard. And the full set head of hair. And this is our character. This is Connor. People are shouting, others yelling in pain. You have no idea what's going on. So you decide to take a closer look. To move. You slowly lose consciousness. You can still hear the slaughter around you, the laughter of Lannister men as they slay the soldiers of the north, and the heart-wrenching screams of women and children being slaughtered like cattle. You eventually awake to sounds of voices and wonder where you are. We found you and we did. We're to Winterfell, warmer of Stark, there is nothing else we can do here. Okay. Nedden will accompany me to Winterfell. I think I'd rather not get involved. But yeah, now we're allowed to leave at any moment. However, we're wounded. So we're going to go straight back into King's Landing here. But yeah. decided or not. There we go. These are the default settings, which is, I typically have these up to average. I'm going to leave those, as you saw, we got wrecked even on the easiest of those. Battle size I'm going to up to 150, so we're going to have nice large battles. These are the settings I'm currently running on. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so Westeros, as you can see, I'm going to quickly go through the map. Well, let me quickly go to the face of the north. To the south we have Dawn, vast desert. To the north of that we have the Stormlands and the Reach. To the north of that we have the Westerlands and the Crownlands, and slightly to the east of the Crownlands we have Dragonstone. Then you have the Riverlands, the Vale, the Iron Islands. To the north you have Winterfell and the north. You have the Wall, where the Night's Watch reside, and then to the north of the Wall you have the Wildlings. In the far off land of Essos, the free cities are under attack by the Dothraki. However, our tale will not have us being a lord yet. We travel to Duskendale, then to the Tavern, the Seven Swords. However, it's quite evident to me that this dagger isn't going to be very useful. Out of range on it. So you have generic gear. So, we need to find a lord to throw ourselves in with. We're going to travel over to Harrenhal. Ah, we capture a passing raven. Notice, tied to it is a small piece of parchment, wrapped in gold string. The letter reads, I pronounce the king, Lord Eddard Stark, Lord of Winterfell, and Warden of the North, has been beheaded in view of treason. Blamed for treason. Really close pandas didn't want to tangle. Now, the thing is, we can go to Sir Gregor Clegane, but from what I've noticed, is the Westlands really don't last long. So we're going to travel to Lord Harrow's town. More importantly, Lord Brigman Tully. Known as the Blackfish, he's Lord Harrow's town. I'd like to enlist him. Oh yeah, we start off at the rank of peasant, which gives us bad level gear. However, you can technically bring your own gear. Commander's report. My current rank, days in service, experience to my next promotion. 23rd of the second turn is when I'm supposedly going to get my one turn. However, as you can see, trolling. War hasn't broken out yet. But yeah, my main reason for doing this was joining the Lord. I just chose the Blackfish because The Riverlands do really well, in my opinion. I can enter our town. We get quite a bit of gold per turn. I'm going to actually sell off these gear because I don't need them. But yeah, my eventual plan is to replace this dagger with a sword, preferably a non-broke one. I'll get rid of my javelin. And maybe some of my honey as well, because I don't really need honey. I can keep a javelin as well, can't I? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay then. So as we can see, I have javelins, a sword, and a spear. I get bread. 2 loaves of bread. Now, I've got plenty of food left considering I'm on my own. Technically, it's weird how the game works. I'm going to quickly visit into the inn. I can meet with my lord in the Great Hall. Ask you, what are we doing? Well, we're resting at Lord Harroway's town because he doesn't have enough troops, so he's recruiting more. What is the realm doing? Tumblers fall. Okay then. How goes our war with the Westerlands? So your nephew. But yeah, currently, as you can see, we have a non-aggression pact, faction relations. Here, we'll be checking in on this every so often. But yeah, I think I may call the end of the episode here. Oh, where are we going? Okay, I'm going to call the end of the episode here. But I thank you all for watching, and I hope you are going to enjoy this series. It's going to be mostly us working as a soldier, because I'm not great at being a leader, and you will see that if I ever do try to become a leader. I may end up becoming a mercenary company, but I'm never going to become like a full-on sworn sword. My goal will be to get one of the factions, I don't know which yet, owning every piece of land. I may eventually start my own faction, I don't know. But I will thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.